Thank you for Patreon now for donating to the Patreon. Hey guys, this video is about your Cardfight Vanguard not deck fraud, Dear Days video. So we're going to come subscribe to this one stuff, shall we? And last what we're going to do is we end up starting Yui's story, fought against Zasku, again lost on the virtues of triggers, and then we, fixed up a bear that apparently reminds Yuyu of his childhood, beat Zatsuku 3 times in total, or 2 times in total, and then we fought Megumi for no apparent reason. Now let's move on to here and realize something happened, terrible has happened to the bear. Something terrible has happened! Anyways, the bear cart we fixed is gone! Oh, how did we know it was gonna be gone? Gone? What do you mean? I'm certain it was here yesterday. I assume that somebody stole it. No shit, Zasku. How do you know that? I don't know. Maybe because it's most likely stolen. It's not like it moved on its own. Just take a look. A letter? Huh? I don't really understand, but seems like it's in Nagoya. What do you mean? Like, it says it's in Nagoya, or like it's a Nagoya as in a language, which isn't a real thing? Nagoya? So did Daybreak take it? Okay, listen, Nagoya is a big place. It most likely is Daybreak, but I'm just saying that's an immediately jump assumption. Why would they take it right after helping us fix it? That makes no sense. And if they did take it, how'd they lug something so heavy all the way back to Nagoya? Yeah, guess we just need to go there and seek the truth. I'll go then. Me too. Zasku, Megumi, you two wait here. We'll be in touch if anything happens. Okay. You two be careful. I don't know why we didn't just go with Zasku, because, Toya's the team leader. I mean, I guess Donji's nearby, so I guess technically Donji's in charge. Oh, now we can go to Nagoya, an area we weren't able to go to before. Oh, this is the 3rd shop. I have never gotten here before, because I just never came back here. Cool. Also, we have 3 free fights apparently. Well, yeah, we have 1. Okay, so I guess this episode's a bunch of free fights, and then of course we have asshole over there who probably stole our bear. Anyways, free fight against Donji, because Donji is just a lovable scamp. Also, I just love his icon. Honest to God, every time I see Donji, I think he's just amazing. Since last time we used Leonor, I'm gonna use Revolution. But I don't know, especially Donji's 0 icon, because it's when I was doing the thumbnails for the Gripple Gila versus original triple drive decks, I was getting all their images, and Donji had the cleanest one from 0, where just his stance, I think it was where he's doing his fist thing, and I don't know what it was, but just all in all, that 0 icon of Donji is just fucking magnificent, and that's honestly why I love Donji so much. Not just his 0 icon, but anytime he poses, the Mad Lad's a legend. He's just a badass among badasses, and that's something I got to talk about. But speaking of things I got to talk about, I mentioned in the last one about how sometimes, in my opinion, the overdressed anime feels like characters get their one arc, and then unless it's something super major, even if it is something super major, it kind of just leaves them empty because they have such a long time without getting another story, for example Tamari and Megumi. And I also talked about for Yuyu, how example in every other anime character I've seen, well, fuck me then. I have to win this knowing that every single attack from this point on is gonna have double critical. The last time I saw this was back in set 2, and it's happening again. Fuck me, man. Fuck me hard. No. Fuck, man. Jesus Christ. How am I supposed to win this? Okay, anyways, I talked about how in every other anime I've seen, if a character has a sibling, it's some important part of the story, one way or another. Well, what I forgot to mention during that point is, just like Yuyu's, whose siblings only existed in very few parts, if any, Megumi has a brother! How many of you outright remember Megumi has a brother? Because if none of you do, or for the people that don't beat yourself up about it. Because the last time we saw her brother was in the original season. Maybe in episode 0 where she fought against Donji because she fucking could and she would of season 2. But outside of then, we have yet to have a notice of her brother. Meaning we've gone at this point 2 full seasons technically 3 because that was episode 0, and Overdress Season 2 had a total of 12 episodes outside of episode 0. So technically speaking, Megumi's brother has not been seen for 3 whole seasons. I want to let that be clear. Nowhere have they name dropped him since 3 seasons. Like, all in all, Megumi's brother has kind of just ceased to exist, basically, because they, like, wrote him out of the show. And the thing is, again I say, normally when a sibling is involved, it is a big deal for that character. Or like the sibling, if it's not a big deal, the sibling is an active member of the main group some way or some else. Or they are a part of the one character's story. And the best her brother got to that was okay, I'm gonna have to be real careful here. So I think I can take this and then I just like guard the Vanguard, everything I have. See a damage trigger, please? Any damage trigger works. Thank you. Okay, but like, okay, I don't really know how to feel about drawing another heal, but at this point, like, I kind of just need every bit I can get. Okay, you can go fuck yourself for that, guard. Okay, thank God it's not a crit. I'm still guarding his rear guard. Or do I take his rear guard? Oh wait, his rear guard can't hit my Vanguard. If he's willing to free die, I guard it. Okay, he can take Schneisel. No offense to Schneisel, who I do honestly love, but right now, it's not worth guarding Schneisel because I'd lose 5k out of it in terms of guard power. And as we can see, thanks to that, I'm gonna need every bit of guarding power I can get. Fuck it. Drop, ride, because I have a gust in here somewhere. So, counterblast, even though I can't go gust twice, I can at least, or I can fetch Schneisel back in deck then. You know, that's an option. Fuck it. Because, I mean, it'll work. It'll work out some way, somehow. But, like, Megumi's brother didn't get relevance outside of, okay, well, fuck me, outside of season 1, and even then, like, it was mainly just to advance the point, like, this is how she knows Donji, and happens to be the owner of the, what's it called, the amusement park they hang out in. Which, again, is, like, something irrelevant, because even though I believe he owns it, and they confirmed it themselves, I didn't mean to power up her, but I guess it doesn't make a difference. They don't ever mention it, again. Unless, like, they said Toya bought it from someone. But outside of that, like, again, I say, he has not made a physical appearance guaranteed since episode 0, if he did show up in episode 0. And he has not been name dropped, probably at best, since episode 2 of Overdress Season 2. So, like, all around, they've forgotten his existence. I feel like that's an insult to his character, because they just chose to do nothing with him. But that's just, like, kind of what the vast majority of Overdress is. It's just characters get one and done things because the series is too short, and if they come back, great. In fact, no characters have come back yet, have they? No characters that have been, like, I guess, side advent characters, what we can call them, have come back. What I mean by this is, like, say for example, what was his name? Was it Jin? Jin from, you know, the guy that Kai fought against, like, I think it was for the sake of Miwa and, like, the underground fights in the original season. You know, the guy who normally uses Zeal, but in that first fight he used Dark Irregulars? I think specifically Demon Eater as his main grade 3? Yeah, that guy. You know, he was a relevant person because he had one random episode, and then they brought him back because, fuck it, I don't know, because they felt like it. But, where was I going with this? Do I want to guard the free day? I want to guard the free day just in case, because, yeah, I don't trust the game not to pull a front trigger into another trigger. If he pulls double crits, I'm dead. Okay, thank God. Okay, he's at 5 damage. He's at 5 damage. One of his hand cards can't guard. He has lost half his heals, and, oh, I'm sorry, was that more than half? He has lost more than half his heals. Like, you know what? Fuck it. Next turn's final turn. I'm guarding the... Okay, listen. He can choose to give me CB or not. It does not affect how I do the next turn at all. I mean, if I draw into a Schneisel, technically it would, but I don't plan on changing how I do this next turn at all based off what he gives me. So, I'm final turning here. One of his hand cards can't guard. He has to pull a heal to guaranteedly live this. Or, well, like, no matter what, he has to pull a heal to walk out of this next turn alive. Guaranteed, he has to pull his last heal. But if he doesn't, then I win. Also, the fact that I am this close to winning in a game where this mofo pulled the over trigger, literally his first drive check of the turn, you gotta admit, that's hard to do, especially when you saw my fucking opening hand. But because I'm dead next turn, guaranteed, final turn. God, Yu's voice is so feminine. Or, I don't know how to describe it. And also, not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all. I don't know, it felt... How do I explain this without sounding like an asshole? The answer is there's no way to explain without sounding like an asshole. I don't know, his voice just doesn't sound... You're one to pass this, my dude. His voice just doesn't sound, yeah, no matter how I word this, it's gonna make me sound like an asshole. So instead, I'm just gonna say, sorry, I didn't mean to offend anyone, and I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't say anything, because the thing I wanna say, if I say it, it makes me seem like an asshole, and there's no way I can think of currently that where I say this and I don't seem like an asshole. And I'm not trying to be an asshole, I'm just trying to say something about Yu's voice, but like, leading off of that, which was I wasn't meant to lead with, no matter how I say it's gonna seem fucked up. So let's all just say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend anyone. It was meant to turn into something else, but because anything I say from that point on is gonna make me seem like an asshole, let's just move on from the conversation. Yeah, that's how we're gonna deal with that. And then next up is graduate. Oh god, not this shit again. Oh yeah, but anyways, yeah, side characters like stuff like that, like Jin, he returned after like that fight. He returned to well, first of all, he just returned as a character in general because I think he fought in the underground when, or whatever the fuck that place was called, when Kai came back and fought against Korin, or when Korin went to go find Kai, basically. Bonus can be dropped, why not? And then what was the other instance that he fought? Oh yeah, it was in season 2 where he returned as a masked player along with Tetsu and the girl that is in love with Kote, I believe. Like, you know, characters like that, like, they don't have any relevance, more or less, but outside of like one scene, but they come back. Like, an example of this that they could do is any player from the fucking Deluxe. Like, they ignored half, no, not even half. How many people did they show off of Deluxe? They showed off Taizo, and when I mean I showed off, I mean 5. That we haven't seen before, so we exclude all the Blackout characters. Michiru, Urara, Raika, Taizo. That is 4. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but we only had 4 of the entire 16 cast. So, like, basically half of them, because if you don't remember, I think actually, how many of them were originally from the other, from Blackout? Okay, let's see, there was Megumi, Tamari. I don't count Urara as a part of Blackout, because even though, yes, she is a part of Blackout, I don't count her as one in this context, because I'm talking about new characters in general, so therefore she would fall under that branch and not this branch. But, anyways, so Yuyu, Tamari, Megumi, Zasku, so 4, right? So, basically, no, that's exactly half. Half of the entire cast didn't get a fight on camera, for some reason. Oh wait, and Toya, so like a little bit under half didn't get seen in terms of like real fights, which in my mind is like, what was the point of introducing 16 characters? And that is like, and I didn't really have a super big problem with this with the other seasons of Overdress, with the shortness of the anime. I didn't really care too much, but this is where it made me care. Like, we have 16 characters to go through. You have, obviously the returning ones are going to have a lot of plot, and so should some of the new ones as well, especially the ones they're marketing, aka the trial deck ones. And you have 12, 13 episodes to do this in. What they do, they just choose to ignore half the cast. Like, okay, I get it. They needed 16, quote unquote, to have a tournament that doesn't just go right to the quarterfinals, because if they had only 8 people, that would be straight up the quarterfinals right out the gate. But was it necessary to introduce 8 uniquely designed characters? You see, that's where my issue comes in specifically. These are unique design characters. Any other well, maybe not super unique design, but like, point is, designed unique enough to where they can be distinguished from the main crowd. And my thought process is on this, okay, you don't have to show all of them, but they literally only showed the people they were marketing. Like, They did not care to show the Lyrica Monasterio girl, which a lot of people were asking specifically for Lyrica Monasterio to finally get some screen time, and this was their chance, and they didn't get it. And not only that, but like the Hero Boys were missed out. I know some people really like Heroes. What was it called? The other Barrow Magnus player, because apparently Barrow just gets scrapped for pretty much everything. Eugene player, everyone was going crazy about Eugene. He didn't get jack shit. He was literally in the thumbnail. I forgot if it was the English one or if he was in the Japanese one. But he was in the thumbnail of one of the fucking episodes, and he wasn't even involved in the episode. He was just there doing his training that he did in the thumbnail, and that was it. I think it was episode 7. And, like, again I say, it genuinely feels like what they did is they got 16 characters just so they could do more than just a quarterfinals and said, fuck half of them. Like, literally half of them don't exist. And they don't matter, no one cares, go to hell. And it's just like a whole thing to the point where I'm just like questioning, what was the point of bringing these characters on, you know? Like, they only have a few lines, and the only point they seem to serve was stall out the introduction process long enough to, you know, pull off the whole original Vanguard theme, which I heard a lot of people say it was baller, but like, and amazing. In my opinion, it was kind of meh. Not because I don't like the original Vanguard theme. No, me and my friend like to joke around with it a lot. The issue is that, I don't know, that's not a scene in my mind that deserved the original Vanguard theme, especially when we go back into the grand scheme of things, where again I say, half those characters didn't get used. Like, because of the anime shortness, no one gets to, like, has time to shine, basically. No one gets to return, no one gets to do anything. Like that one Barrow Magnus guy, when Yu, like, finally got access to set 1 in episode 3, the Tiger of Kaga episode. We just never got to see him again. He had a story that they could have actually developed into a very decent story, and they're like, nope, fuck him, he's never coming back. And you know what? You know what's even worse? With Deluxe running around and Team Uniform is doing their goal, they actually could have made a legitimate argument for this man to return. What do they do instead, though? Fuck him. He doesn't need to exist. No one cares. I genuinely do question why. This was his time, this was his moment to come back, and they did nothing with it. They just let him, like, rot it away in obscurity, like, to the point where if you know about him, you know about him, and if you don't know about him, well, sucks for you, basically. That's all I can pretty much tell you about his existence. And then there's other characters, like, you know, the fighter that fought against Danji. That one I'll give the exception to, because I see him more as, like, what was his name? Kazuki Ochida? Or something along those lines. You know, the guy that, like, did all the sponsor things for Buddy Fight. Basically him is what I'm getting at with this. And I feel like that one, yeah, that one I'll give, like, the excuse to, where, you know, they're not meant to be on the whole thing for a long time. They're supposed to be there and basically be done with it. Fuck it, let's get the whole ride line out. Lose a crit, or gains a crit, drops your power to 1. They're definitely going to PG this. Here's the thing, Botus is not going to be able to use his ability to retire that grade 1, sadly, because I'm going to prioritize getting a grade 3 into Soul, because I know for a damn fact I have duplicates of everything except for grade 3s. So that into Soul goes. Okay, PG this if you want. But yeah, it just feels like a lot of them are scrapped. And then Season 2. Season 2 wasn't that bad, because they just didn't make new characters, so like, take that as you will. It's not amazing, but it's not, in terms of character growth, but it's not bad either. And then of course there's, again, Season 3, where characters just don't fucking exist for whatever reason that may be. Again, I question what Bushy's decision was on that one. Why make a bunch of new characters and then not use any of them? Especially because I think, if I pay attention correctly, they said that some of the Deluxe participants were involved with Uniformers. So, my thing is, are they gonna get shown next series? Or are they not? Because if they don't get shown next series, they just, like, wasted. They genuinely wasted 7 different characters that I know at least 2 people actually wanted to see, 2 of which people wanted to see more of because of who they were or what deck they used, for those being Eugene and Lyrica Monasterio. Sometimes I don't understand Bushy Sister anime writing. Listen, I'm not calling myself a really good anime writer. I write a little bit. I'm not saying I'm amazing at it. But if you're going to use uniquely designed characters that you can distinguish from other members of the general audience, and you're not gonna give them the time that they need to show off their stuff, you are absolutely wasting characters in every sense of the phrase. It's not worth it. It's a dick move. The characters don't get their appropriate time to shine, and that's pretty much all I can say about it. Okay, I have a duplicate of every grade except for one, and thankfully she has a 1 on board. Well, this just worked out damn peachy. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the wrong card. This one. Drop your power to 1. Get a critical. That's perfect timing for skills. That all I'm missing is a grade 1, and she coincidentally happens to have a grade 1 on board, which means I can counterblast 1, give Botus plus 5,000 power, fetch my grade 1 back, and kill that last rear guard all in one sitting. Let's go, baby. And okay, cool. She drops pretty much for it has double crit, okay? I'm not gonna see another trigger. I know I'm not. Yeah. Well, I made it easier for her because she has a trigger in hand, which she probably does, then time gyro doesn't go through, but as they say, sometimes you have to be stupid to be stupid. Yeah, she is very much hard surviving. I mean, on the bright side, like, unless she Persona rides, which is now occurring to my mind that she probably has one in hand or she's about to get one, then she can't do the whole 5 meteor play, but like I said, something tells me she's about to get one. Oh, she doesn't. But she does have a set order. Where are her Persona rides on a hindsight of note? Not in Seoul, apparently. Oh, I stand corrected. Okay, well, she only at best can get 15k out of this, which she doesn't. She can't kill me from this range, so I'm gonna take this. First check, no trigger. You know, on the bright side, even if she does manage to get... Okay, well, there it is. I was just about to say she managed to get a Persona ride, and she does manage to get a fuck ton of things. I think I've wasted enough of her crits to where I'm not entirely in a safe zone, but I'm in a good enough safe zone. Cool, now I need to find a way to get grade 2s in the soul, because I know I have grade 1s. Thankfully, I have this. I think I can kill Brainwash next, or not Brainwash, Time Gyro next turn. So, stand and draw. We are going to Persona Ride Jadrold. I don't think I can kill from this range, but I think I can get close to it. Oh. What duplicates do I need? I need... Okay, so I can do it once, basically, but I need grade 2s and grade... Okay, everything but grade 0s. Let's see. This can get me 1. So let's see how this works out. Brainwash. Let's see where this gets me. Let's go! It's not a duplicate, and it's not a grade... So, what? That means if I send a grade 2... Okay, so basically all I need is grade 2s... Or, sorry, not grade 2s. Grade 1s and 3s. I think there's a Dradjord left. If there's not, then fuck me, but... This is my... Oh, wait, no. I can get one into Soul via this thing, so, right? Because I have duplicates of everything else. I do! Let's go! Okay, yeah, I'm good now. Battle phase! She either drops on the PG or she pretty much drops for a 1 to pass. I think it's that one, yeah, and then this one. Sadly, I'm not going to go for the rear guard retire on this one because there's no reason to, but I do have Botus skill to basically guarantee that next turn is game. Like, no matter what, it's game, because I can just drop her power to 1 again, get another critical, and then force out numbers, all while doing this. So, and there's another PG, great. Okay, do I have crits left? Please say yes, and please let me see crits, and the fact she dropped a PG for that is great. First check, no trigger. Second check. Okay, so she can't kill me next turn. That's for sure. And I'm pretty sure she's out of PGs, or if not, she's down to her last 1. She's already lost the over. To my knowledge, she's lost at least 3 heals, if not 4. So, all around, this seems to be going my way. It's going my way. Yeah, I win. If she does have a heal left, it's her last 1. Which she doesn't see. Great, I won that game without her Persona rating. And this is what happens when Gravidia can't play the game, folks. You just win. Easy. I can't believe I won that. I honestly can't. I lost. You're not half bad, you know. I mean, it's also because you just didn't try. I also love how in the background you can see that the shop actually belonged to Team Berserker. It's interesting to say the least. I wonder if your story is going to take us to all 3 locations. You know, that is something I just now realized. We did not go to all 3 locations in Yuki's story. We only went to the one with Blackout in it, and then we only went to our standard one. And then in Resent Story, we only went to Daybreak's location, aka Nagoya, and the normal one. So there's that. What deck is left? Oh yeah. I'm not gonna use all like the decks in the tournament, but just because I happen to be nearby, I'm gonna pick Bear Magnus. You know, this was my chance to do Bruce. This is my chance to do Bruce v Bastion. Damn, it's been a while since I've done Bruce v Bastion. Honestly, Bruce v Bastion is a lot of fun to play. You know, you have one deck that rushes immediately before Bioman's Bruce came out, and then you have another deck that takes a minute to rush, but if you let them get to the turn that they rush, they will hit like a truck, and you're not getting back up from it easily, which is fun. Mulligan 1. Okay, we are good against super big Suprema ultimate attacks, but we're gonna take some damage here. Okay, normally your hand is full of fuck ton grade 3s. Hopefully that's the case now and I can rush your ass down. Oh, hi you. Okay, Ditch, Ride, Deep Sonicer. Skill of Sonicer first, because I trusted skill more. Soul Charge 1. Okay, it was a draw. Skill of this thing, I draw a card. Please be Persona Ride. Okay, it was better to draw from that one, because that one actually has more shield overall. Call Brainwash. Yes, I am calling bait, but I know he won't run into it, and even if he does, then it's getting me rear guard support for later. 8 to Vanguard with the Overtrigger on top. Get to Overtrigger. Well, I'll take a crit instead, because it's pretty much the same exact thing, more or less. I mean, outside of, you know, the plus 1 million to the Brainwash over here, and then plus actual 10k power to Van, but this works out fine. Damage check, well, there's a Persona right down the road. Second check, Alden. Well, it's A grade 3, not the one I wanted. He might guard this because he has a trigger in hand. Yep. Oh, cool, man, drop a Bard. That's what I love about the AI. Sometimes it's super smart, and well, I love and hate this at the same time. Sometimes it's super smart, and then sometimes it's super stupid. Such as it has one card to guard with, and it immediately drops that one card. I think that was like the last time we fought Toyo, right? Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, no, there's 2 of them. Oh no, oh god. I remember I pulled this off once. It's called Hell. Oh god, this is not gonna end well. No guard, I know what's coming. Ah, never mind, I don't know what's coming. I expected a trigger. Okay, here's the plan. Fuck the Vanguard. The rear guards are dying today. Because I am not taking that chance with either of these 2 mofos. Can I top deck into Adeline? Because I know I run her in this deck, please. Because I need soul charges out the wall fucking zoo. Does on an Adeline. I don't need that many PGs unless he gets to grade 4. Which in that case, I'm an idiot for doing that, but whatever. Call Selfish. I predict a trigger is nearby, whether it's on top or my drive check, I don't know. But I'm going to bank it on me being right. Soul Charge 1, and we're going to go Battle Phase. 10. Crit. Fuck. And that wasn't a trigger either. Okay. No matter what, he's guarding. I think it's best to just pressure Van here. Fuck. Yeah, I think the AI would guard that no matter what. Like, I mean, granted, yeah, again, the AI is stupid at times, so it could just have willingly taken the ult and given me a plus among pluses. But I don't think that the AI would be stupid enough to take that much of a risk, so there is that, I guess, which sucks. Also, oh yeah, thank God, I was about to say that too, about set orders, because guess what? If you don't remember, back with what one of my favorite videos to record was what do you want out of Overdress, which was right before we got grade floors for Overdress, is Nirvana just got a set order where it basically, if your Virina gets sent to, I forgot the exact wording on it, but well, first up, if it's discarded from your hand, which is what all Nirvanas except for Mahar does, and technically Mahar does discard from your hand, it's not in the way that this would proc off from it. If your Vanguards are Nirvana, you get to draw a card. But then also, if your Trick Stars, or so not if your Trick Stars, if your Virinas are sent to Bind Zone, or if they're sent to bottom, or basically back to deck, what you're allowed to do is you're allowed to get these original dresses of Trick Stars and put them into your drop zone. I think the original dresses go to drop zone as well, and cool. The AI is 100% gonna bully the fuck out of the rear guards, so we're gonna 1-mil this up. You see, the reason why I guard that is because I'm gonna lose Selfish and Graver either way, but I feel like going to 3 here is more important than, like, you know, guarding, because I can go on an all-out rush next turn and it's worth it, but I don't want to lose out on my offensive power, and if this is a good card, I can guard with it. mean, I can. I'm not going to guard because, like, I mean, okay, here's the thing. Even if he has a prime, it's not, well, if he has a prime, then it's 100% worth it. I'm an idiot for doing this, but I don't care because I want to make sure I have actual discard fodder and soul fodder for, fucking, what's his name? Electro Spartan over here, not Master of Gravity. Master of Gravity is Baramagnus. Speaking of which, I will discard this draw trigger to ride Baramagnus. We'll use Spartan skill, send this to Soul in order to draw a card and Soul Charge one. Okay, both these things go up, get plus 5,000 power. Thankfully, I have just enough to hit 10 Soul, so I can get the 10 cannon double critical, therefore force out a PG. And then, you know, if I don't kill, I can just do what's called rushing the fucking rear guards to death. So there's always an option here. Skill of Curtis, by the way. Soul Charge 2. Get the numbers, Brainwash goes off. Yeah, in these situations, I mean, I could use Curtis skill to get the front row plus 5, because I think it just, is it, Vanguard has to be Barrow? Oh no, Drusel has to send a bunch of cards. So I could technically add 5k to the front row, make Barrow a 20k for a 1 to pass. I mean, well, 20k already is a 1 to pass when he swings, but you know what I mean. But I'm not going to. I could also make, you know, Salvage Engraver slightly more dangerous, but I want to make sure I have CB available for when I go in the all-out rush turn. So, Chiron Blast 1 plus 10k in a critical, and I get to draw a card. What I draw? Oh, hi, Barrow. He's gonna PG this, or take it. PG it is. Is it worth rushing the Vanguard, or is it worth killing the rear guards? Okay, well, he dropped a Persona, right? Okay, well, we're rushing the Vanguard, because I get killed now. We're going that road, and then second check. If only it was another critical, I would totally put it on. Well, yeah, I would have put it on Salvage Engraver just to force out a PG. Well, we'll see if this hits or not. Whether it hits or not doesn't really matter to me, but 43 double crit phase. Cool. He's definitely gonna pull a trigger with this turn. First check, no trigger. Oh yeah, he does run Pride of Protect. I forgot because Dark String's banned in this game. Yep, and there's the front trigger that most likely makes him survive, because what? I mean, well, with the Soul Charge, Brainwash is a total of a 28, so it's a 41, but it's still a 20k drop, which I'm pretty sure in his like, no matter what, he's dropping 2 cards for this, unless he happens to have a front in hand. But something tells me he doesn't, so I'm pretty much guaranteed here to win. Wait, did he sack a front last turn? I forgot if he did or not. If he did, then I'm an idiot for, actually, no matter what, if he did, he could guard this, but... Well, that gets rid of one possible problem. Question is, I'm about to face a face full of Prime. Who knows? Stand and draw Prime? Okay, thank God. I'd rather take the Persona ride because Prime hits like a fucking truck. And hey, play on the order that fucks him. Okay, I'm assuming that last hand card's a good card that he doesn't want to drop. But that's swinging for 30. That is the easiest guard I have seen in my life, good sir. Go fuck off. And I think the best option here might just be PG the van, and then PG the, because like no matter what, PG the van, and then if he happens to pull double crits, guard the one that he puts both crits on, if he does that. The downside is I might have to ditch Selfish. That's not good. You know, it just came across to me that he hasn't pulled a heal yet. He could very much pull a heal. Thankfully he doesn't. And I believe he's down to either his last PG or his penultimate PG, because that's like guaranteedly his 3rd. I don't know if it's his 4th or not. Is there one in Damage Zone by any chance? It is not. So... Okay, I know I'm banking way too much on this, but I'll be fine. I've faced worse odds. I have done far worse. Heal trigger. Okay, well... that doesn't help, and in fact that's worse because I think that's either my last heal or my second to last heal. But final turn. No, not yet. Final turn. Persona Ride. Master of Gravity. Baramagnus plus 10 to the front row. Is there any soul charges in this by any chance? Or any cards that can jumpstart soul charging? Well, there is one. Okay, if I Chiguru here. Okay, recall. Wait, no, because your front row gets power, right? Yeah, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call this. Then we're gonna call you back here. And we're gonna use your skill, because I'm going all in on this play and banking everything on it. Chiron Boss 1, drop this. I think I have to get the. Yeah, I have to get the Spartan. Actually, no, I didn't. If I had just grabbed Brainwash, I would have been fine. Because Brainwash would bring me exactly 14, and then whether Selfish hits or not brings me to 15, so. I'm an idiot. I should have gotten the other one, but you live and you learn, and because he doesn't have the over, I can feel free to do this. Call, skill of Electro Spartan, Counterblast 1, Soul Charge 2, and yeah, let's just get numbers out the wazoo. And I guess this makes the brainwashes bigger overall, so there is that, and yeah, I guess this is the smarter play. Yes, I deck myself out faster, and yes, I use up more of my CB, but I don't plan on living to my next turn, so CB technically doesn't matter in this case, and neither does the deck, while numbers do. So I guess I made the right choice in terms of numbers. And then obviously we use this motherfucker over here to increase our front row by 5k, because why the hell not? Now, even if I didn't have Selfish Engraver, I could still use Barrow, but yeah, this kind of just a plus in the plus. So, battle phase, guard this or don't, I don't really care. 53. Cool, he dropped his, what to my knowledge is his last PG. Or, not his last PG, but his third to last PG. Whether he can guard this next one or not doesn't matter, because Barrow's coming in with double crit. Again, he could still very much pull heals, that is a possibility, but how much of a possibility, I have no idea. Swing at Vanguard for some arbitrary number. 51, probably. Oh, 56, actually. And his last PG was in hand. Okay, well, he has to take the other two. Like, even if he sees a heal, right? Yeah, Deep Sonicer's hitting, even if he sees, basically he has to see 3 heals back to back. The only way he's living this is if he sees 3 heals back to back. And even then, he has to have, he's gonna start up the turn with no rear guards and 1 hand card. And that 1 hand card being the card he draws for turn. So, by all means, this doesn't make a difference in how this ends. So, fuck it, we'll go Selfish. I would go Brainwash, but I'm already close to decking out, and I don't feel like doing that. So, plus a total of 20 to that, actually plus a total of 30 to that fucker. Crit, come on. Make it so that I don't have to sit through as long as I have to. Doesn't matter on that one, so yeah, might as well. Actually, yeah, no, because like no matter what, he's still be in the same situation. You have to pull 3 heals back to back. Which thankfully the motherfucker doesn't. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, kiss my ass, etc. I like how this episode was supposed to be dealing with story and we didn't do a single thing story related. This episode can run on a little longer. Let's fight against an annoying brat, I guess is what we can call him. Come on, Shinobu. Okay, we've come to Nagoya, but now where do we go? I have no idea, but we could start by going to Daybreak. They might know something about the situation. What? Already here to take it back? Sheesh, you read the letter, didn't you? You read the letter, didn't you, right? I just said we'd be borrowing it for a bit. Give it back, please! That is very important to No! It's important to all of us back in Blackout. So I said, I'll give it back once I'm done with it. Why would you make off with all of a sudden like this? Beats me. You! Wait, Toya. But you. Shinobu, I want you to fight me. Fight, you say? And if I win, at least tell me where it is. You. Something important must be taken back with my own hands. Fine then. But you know, you're not winning here. Let's do this. Okay, well, since he said with our own hands, even though the track record's 50-50 on this one, Nirvana it is. If I pull off do I pull a piece set just in case? If Mahar's in my opening hand, I'll go get my phone and I'll pull a piece set just in case. Okay, well, it's not an opening hand. I'm not mulliganing that hand, by the way, no matter how much I want to do that. Because A, copyright, but B, you know, I just don't need to. Ride Reno. Okay, next turn we go on the assault. We show him what real overdress can do. No offense, Spectre. Oh, you run the bird. I have never seen you run the bird. Oh god, this. Triggers, please. Draw specifically. Fuck. Hasn't expected down, so there goes my number push. No guard, please don't pull crits. My man, you really gotta do this to me every time we play? See any damage trigger. A heal specifically at this point. Thank you. Okay, this will help me with Espar Radia if I get that far. Listen, if I get an overdress from you, it's worth it to do this. Okay, well there goes Urger. Okay, here we go. Time to bank it all on one move. Stand and draw. Oh. Miran gets out anyways. Ride Ryu. Skill of Reno. Let's go fetch our Trickstar from our deck, and let's pray to God there's a grade 2 overdress from the top 7, because if there's not, I am horribly fucking myself by doing this. But call, counter boss 1, top 7 search. Please let something good be here. I should have counter bossed with the Urger, but hindsight's 2020. Thank God Virina's here. I will take Virina over Esparita because I can't even go into the fucker right now. So, on a normal case, I would have saved this for, you know, when I get to Nirvana, but because the situation kind of calls for it, overdress into that, battle phase, and we get triggers. Okay, let us see crits, baby. I will take a heal, and this is why I should have counterbossed with the Urger, but hindsight's 2020. Both of these are now 30Ks at the very least. Technically, Virina's a 38. Actually, no, Virina's a 20, actually. Huh. Interesting. Well, that puts numbers on the board, so it's fine. Next up is you. Both these are 15K drops anyways, but might as well do it this way just cause, and then we kill Inken. I think no matter what, if he sees a trigger, he's gonna, if he sees a trigger, I'll swing it to the rear guard with, Urger, but if he doesn't, then I'll just go Vanguard again. Well, it looks like I don't have a choice, so bye-bye to the annoying rear guard that might cause me problems later on. Now I gotta think about how to guard this, because I'm about to be in for a world of hurt later. I don't want to be in for a world of hurt later. Thankfully his over is already out, so there's that. That's a plus. Is he gonna rush me? That's my worry right now. This is the most aggressive Gridon player I've ever seen. And that's saying something because I play Gridon aggressively. I don't like losing my heals this early game. That's literally half. No, that's more than half of them. That's 3 of them out. Like, mate, come on. Don't do this to me. I know I said I wanted to be ready, but I didn't want to lose all my heals. And, okay, he has a Bushaku in hand. He's going to get another one later. Thanks to the Miran discard, I have no way to kill his shit. I am guarding this 100% of the way. Question is it worth fetching back an Urger? Also, I know I didn't have to do that, but I should have taken the Varina and fetched back the Urger for shield, but I'm... Ride Nirvana. We're gonna go Skill of Virina to Soul Blast 1, add the Chad back to hand. I know there's not a Trickstar and drop, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use Nirvana skill, ditch this. Please tell me there's a Burning Flail and drop. Oh, apparently there's a Trickstar and drop, and apparently there isn't a Burning Flail and drop, so I guess we're gonna do this instead. Swing at Vanguard and use the skill to counter boss 1 at 10k power, and pray to God I see the over into a crit or a crit into the over so I can make sure I live. Come on, see both. And I am out of heals. This is not good. Because now I'm fucked, basically. Second check. Where was the draw trigger when I needed it 5 minutes ago? You know, when I was taking all those hits? Okay, is it worth putting him to 4? If I put him to 4 and I Mahar, I can win if he doesn't see a trigger. The issue is, I'm letting him keep rear guards and therefore keep hand cards. But I think this might just be the better play, because it gets him to 4, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. Is he gonna go to 4? Well, I got rid of a crit, so there's that. Oh yeah, I remember now he has a crit in hand too. Ah, great. What did you just go exactly? I don't remember seeing you. Put it from your rear guard into your soul, choose a card from your drop zone. Oh. So free soul charge. Okay, well, this fucker's about to get a board. Skill, send a hand card to soul. Got a Bushaku. What did he send to soul? Was it Bushaku? Yep, it was a Bushaku. Oh! He doesn't go for the restand for some reason. I am taking no chances with your ass. See what you want from your drive check. Don't see crits, please. You're going to, but don't see crits, please. No guard, good sir. How did I know? Do I, if I see a trigger in response, do I intercept with Varina so I can get arcs? Motherfucker! Really gonna put me to 4. So I'm definitely guarding. That's for damn sure. Because I also want to get into an arcs. First check, no trigger. Well, there's an arcs. Second check, no trigger. There's a trick star. Third check. Cool, PG. Everything I could have wanted in my hand, I lost. By the way, I have yet to draw PG this game. Intercept with you, I guess. Yeah, might as well. Now here's the thing, I'm an idiot for doing that because if I draw into an S already, I can't use it. So there's that. Stand and draw. Yep, so ride. Chakabati Phoenix True Dragon Maha Nirvanadi. Okay, skill of Nirvana with the only soul I have left. Counterblast 1. Soul Blast out Nirvana. Fetch Trickstar out from drop zone. Do a bop damage when I know is going to be a trigger, knowing my luck at this point. And it was a heal trigger too. So not only does he nullify the damage, but he gets an extra 10 on top of it. That's exactly what I wanted to have happen. Great! At least he's down 2p fucking 2. Did he got a Persona Ride last turn? I forgot. Because the reason why this matters is because I'm dead next turn because I don't have a PG in hand. Don't do this. Give me a PG. Or an over. PG. Literally half of my hand is unguardable now. Half of my hand I can't guard with. And he's definitely living this because he has a crit. Oh, sorry. Let me rephrase that. He has 3 crits in hand. And I know for a damn fact his ass has a Persona Ride. Not because he drove check, it's just because I know he has a Persona Ride. So by all means, I'm dead pretty much, because now he dies at 7. He has a restand this turn guaranteed. There's the Persona Ride. Listen, if I make it out of this turn, I'm going to grab my phone and play He Said. But I'm not going to, because as we all see, I don't have fucking PGs. Okay. No, I'm not taking this. Okay. Urger's the sacrificial meal. I need to think about this before I make some stupid decision. Okay, let's see. I think the best option... He's gonna pull crits. He's gonna pull doubles. He's gonna pull 1 crit at least. Crit. Oh, it's not. Any damage trigger works. Any damage trigger works. I don't care what it is. Any damage trigger works. Fuck me. Soul Blast 2, get the board into Soul. Counter Blast 1 to call a card. And then counter... Okay, I question why Inken and why back there, especially when you Persona Road, but whatever. That makes my job both easier and harder. Now the issue is though that he has a fuck ton of... Oh my god, just keep going. Ah, it's 10k he gets, not 5. Can I guard this? Is it possible for me to guard this? Guard, guard, guard. So that's that, and then intercept for a 15. I can guard for a 1 to pass. He's gonna pull a crit. Or a draw, it's gonna be one of the 2. Holy shit, I am still alive. Oh wait, I forgot Super Drive. Okay, holy shit, I am still alive. Does it matter? No, I literally dropped all of my guarding power. He pulled a heal. I said I would do it. I'm getting my phone. I'm getting my phone. I'm playing He Said. I don't care. I don't care if copyright comes for me for this. I said if I live, I'm gonna do it. He Said Vanguard. That's a commercial. Give me a second. Let me just mute the commercial real quickly. And let me also just stop the camera so I can get the whole footage. Okay, hopefully this is loud enough. Let's do this. I ride Mahar Nirvana! Because I can and I will. Okay, let's do this, baby. Counter blast one. I'm just gonna turn this down a little bit. Which one's the turn tempo? It's this one. Okay, I call it from the drop zone because I fucking need to. Oh wait, no, this is from the damage zone. I counter blast that. I soul blast out Nirvana, and I call from the drop zone. Appear, burning flail dragon. Skill, deal a damage. Thank God it wasn't a trigger. And now I swap the positions of Burning Flail and Trickstar, and I overdress Virina into Virina Valiente! Yeet! And I'm not done yet. I overdress into Virina Esperaridia! Using the skill, I put all of my original dresses under him, so he becomes some bullshit. Okay, there we go, he's at 8. And then I call Burning Flail, because also fuck it. And battle phase, attack the Vanguard for 27. He's either gonna guard with a crit or take it. I mean, guards with a heal, fair enough. Now, skill of Burning Flail. I send it to the soul, and I add 2,000 power to Valiente. As you know, because of numbers, I add 2,000. I add 2,000 power to Valiente. Now, Nirvana, boosted by Burning Flail. Attack the Vanguard using skill of Esparidia. Soul Blast 1 at 5,000 power for each original dress, and restand. Go, bullshit. Oh, he's dropped a PG for this. Okay, come on. See crits. See crits, baby. I really need to see a crit here. Triple drive, first check. Oh, my trigger! Let's go! Power to Valiente and stand the Vanguard. Second check. Draw trigger. Plus 10,000 power to the Vanguard. And I draw a card. The second check. Draw trigger. Let's go! Power to the Vanguard, and I draw again! Skill of Burning Flail, baby! I send it to the soul! I add 2,000 power to Mahar Nirvana! What was the speech that you did again? Alright, yeah. Flames burn red and dance. First they dance, and then become wings! The fire bestows the gift of flight and turns everything else to ash. Valiente! Attack the Vanguard! Now skill of Valiente, cause the attack hit, I counter blast 1, and I discard from my hand a Valiente in order to restand Valiente. Now for a second time, Mahar, attack the Vanguard! Triple drive, first check, no trigger. Second check, no trigger. Third check, critical trigger. Fuck, okay, I'll take the Mahar. Let's go, baby! I won this via divine intervention! Holy shit, playing he said worked! I am a god! Let's do that! Woo! I am so happy I did that! That was fucking worth it! Finally, my dreams have been realized! Ah! I lost! You did it, you. Yeah. Nagoya Castle. That's where I took it. Nagoya Castle? Tell us, Shinobu. How'd you manage to take it? Huh? I drove it all the way, of course. Took all night. He can drive? What? Okay, anyways, let's go! I am so happy right now. You have no idea how happy I am. I am gonna end this here. In the next one, we take on Mirai. Let's fucking go, baby. I'll see you all then. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow Twitch, and don't forget to send up your Vanguards.